Can you imagine? 4 things went wrong. First of all, I just dropped this bottle. I was making a joke. Maybe I should, I'm having a little friction today, right? And I said maybe I should just have some alcohol to loosen things up, right? Dropped it, fell all over the place onto my keyboard. It was very dusty, my keyboard. Wasn't happy to look at it and say, very, very dusty with the cats around. Cats. Look, it's his problem. Whatever happens. Oh my God, where is he? Oh my God, is he alive? Oh, he is, thank God. But it's not going to come out. The video's not going to be the way it was the first time. I blamed it all on the cat, and the first time I was telling you about the 4 problems. 2 of the problems of which I uploaded my videos, 2 of them. And once I saw it processing, okay, once I saw it processing on my phone, I wasn't thinking because I didn't look on my phone. I looked on the computer. It said processing, so I deleted the pictures from my phone because I didn't have enough memory. How can I get back on this Motorola G5 2 deleted videos, although they could have been overwritten because I took 6 pictures or 8 pictures after and 1 video. And it was a brilliant video, and I don't remember exactly what it was. But let me tell you the 3 things that went wrong. So 2 of them are the videos. The other one is I took somebody out. Somebody came to see my Touareg. In fact, I put it up for sale as an SUV, and everybody's saying, SUV, okay. What's the year? What the company? What's the mark? And what's the mileage? And like, I thought I put that up already, but I didn't take note of it. So we go for, meet some guy. He says, I think it's a Port du Nord. I go, hello, I sent you 2 messages last night saying exit 39. Guy goes 10 kilometers past. So he comes back. Instead of meeting him closer to my place, I decided to drive down the road because of construction work, bring him into a more comfortable place. Anyways, beat the guy. He's got a nice brand new car. It says something on the license plate, brilliant. Comes out, starts checking my car and telling me things that are wrong. And then I lifted my head. He came with his wife. You know, I was ready to just say, hey, man, we can have a straight exchange right here. She was beautiful. He was a good-looking guy, too. So I don't want to be, you know, just for the public's eye to understand. And he looks at the car and he says the mags are finished. He says there's a 12-year guarantee for rust at Volkswagen. He says you should take it in. He says, I says, can you take it in if you buy it? He says, sure, I can. 12-year rust. He looks at the mags, he looks at the front wheels, he says they're finished. He opens up the hood and he looks below the, he looks around the motor and he sees it's all like, it's got a film on it or something. He took a few pictures and he said, I think one of your seals are gone, but it's not from the, it's not an oil seal because I'm not losing any oil. But I do remember my father saying that the antifreeze goes down a little bit to add a little bit, and so he was right with that. So that could be a $200-300 job, maybe $400 job. Need 2 tires in the front. That I don't know what do the tires go for, $300-400. He might want to make his mags look nicer because he was complaining how they look. You know, but when you're buying a $60,000 car for $7,000, obviously there's got to be repairs, and the price of sale should be consequently with the condition of the car in which it is. So he was trying to get me down to $6,000, and I just can't do it because I'll make the repairs myself and then sell it for $8,000, you know, in perfect condition. But I don't want to do that either because when you start putting up the price, some people rather pay less. And the front wheel is cracked, the windshield is cracked, and that's $500. So he's got 5 and 4 for the bearings and 8 for the tires. 5, 4, and 8 is 17, and then for that little hose that's leaking, maybe 200. He's got about 2,000 in repairs. So he pays 7,000. He gets a $7,000 vehicle, 2,000 repairs. He got a $9,000 vehicle. Runs like a $60,000 new one. Just the interest on that $60,000 over a 5-year period is going to cost you 10 grand, right? He can sell this vehicle in 5 years from now and still get 4 grand for it or 3 grand for it. So, I mean, I mean, that's the way it is. Yes, I do have a Touareg for sale. There is about 2 grand to put into it if you really want to change the tires, brand new tires in the front, but you got to do them anyways. Oh, the brakes. So I got the brakes, I got the tires, I got the bearings, and I got that little hose in the front to fix. So the tires are 500. The windshield is the tires are, let's say, 600, 300 a tire, I'm assuming. Maybe it's less. So I'll go 600 and 500 for the windshield, and 400 for the total car and brakes. 654 is 15, and 500 for the hose, although it's 100. So there's 2,000 maximum in things. So you put that car into shape. So let me get that out of my head. Now I should be going on to the video that I missed, but I'm not. First, I told you part of my life, and I'm going to add on to the video that I missed. And in the video I missed, I was talking about above is below, but not as below as above. Because above when you fly above, you can go from this world into the next world. Or can you? Do you have to follow the curve, go underneath and onto the other side of this world? Is the other side of this world underneath the ocean the only way to get to the other side of the world? And is it blocked by tunnels and taverns to get to the other side of the world? When I talk about the other side of the world, I'm talking about Earth 2. I believe there's a chance, and only a chance and a possibility, and a great possibility at that because of all that I have done in the last 15 years, and because all the numbers that were given to us, in any fashion, a number can tell us to chop things up, dice it up, and whatever we can't find, you must create another idea. And everything that you can't find by creating another idea, we'll, hold on. Okay, so that was my mother on the phone, and sorry, that was not a good conversation. I feel really bad. Apparently, last time I was at their place in the north, my son's girlfriend's dog peed on the floor last week, but we weren't there for the last 2 weeks, so maybe it wasn't her dog. So, you know, I felt like I was being pounded, you know. I'm always being pounded. If I say, and it sounds like me, but anyways, we were talking about the above the earth. Like, I can put a dome over my computer, but I can split my computer screen in two. I was talking how the spirit arrives, and I don't remember the whole conversation. I was talking about the connection of the soul. I was talking about coming into this world, okay, getting off the bypass. But as you get off the bypass, your continuous conscience continues on a river, goes all the way back, okay, to mix up with what you've already seen. You've already come back, you've already gone off, you've already seen, your conscience is coming, and it comes around again. More than one river for this thing up here. What the process is of achieving from going into the star system. I'm not sure if you saw how everything works and 369 and what the relevant of 369 is. One of the relevance of 369 is that 1 and 2 is concluded and conceded inside a 6. Where 2 is a continuous passage and river of 2, 4, 6, and 8. Where 1, 3, 7, and 9 is only the explanation of a gateway where 3 and 1 or 4 and 1 come together to create your 9, in where 1 is the spirit inside of the E-world, a continuous and electronic passage to where your birth can achieve and live on this planet. As the upright 6 is the continuous of 9 birth because it never stops. You chose to be. I'm not sure if this picture can actually tell you anything about it. Right? I'm not sure. So now I'm thinking, how can I And I don't know if you noticed, but I went from here to there and there to here, and I started on this side, this, you know, for the teardrops and the feelings to go through, right? For the teardrops and the feelings to go through. And I put my 8 over here. Here's a single 8. I'm not sure what this 8, if you can look at this 8 because of this dot and the creation of the I of 0, 00. And in roulette, there's the 00 and the 0. So it's telling you a story. It's telling you that story that if you take a look, Morpheus, Orphelin, right? If you take a look, 21, 35, 66, 75, and you turn it to the opposite side, 17, 34, 17, 76, 8, 7, 6. Okay, 21. And here you're 1, 2, 5, 4, 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 9. And the other one is 8, 7, and 6 equaling to 21. Okay, the total on one side is 57. Total on the other side is 75. 77 times 75, 7 and 7 is 14, 1 and 4 is 5. This one equals to 7 and 8, 12, 21. 3 and 3, 1 in between 2. The 9 birth. I'm going to bring this back on me. 9, 4, 1, 4, 9, 1 and 8, 2 and 7, 3 and 6, 4 and 5, all telling their own story. Number 6, 1 and 5, 2 and 4, 3 and 3. What happens on the cube in these worlds? What happens when you get 7, 11? This wheel on this side, every second number. Okay, 31, 31 and 8. 31 and 8, 39, 19 and 18, 37, 21 and 16, 37, 33 and 4, 37, 23 and 14, 37. What is it? 14 and 23, 37, 35 and 4, 39, 37, 33 and 6. So it's all 37, 39, all telling the gateway to the birth, creation. 9 and 7, 16, 63. Revert 9s, revert 6s. There's so many things you can do. The numbers are telling a story. A song was created. The hum was created. Words came from a hum. You heard this and you heard that. Wow. You can't be afraid to stand up and stand out. I thought I ended this video, so I don't want to talk about that. Was my son that was on the phone. He's moving in next week. I cleaned up his room. 27 years old, moving in with an old man. 27, he's half my age. He's almost exactly half my age. This year, he'll be exactly half my age. He lived here for 2 years with me a couple of years ago, and he needed a little bit more space, but we both matured. Thank God. Got a little bit older. I got a little bit older to the end. He got a little bit older to me. Well, actually, we're both 2 years older, but the percentage of time during just the percentage of his age and my age, the difference between is now gotten smaller. Isn't that funny? You both can grow old in 50 years from now, right? I'll be 105, 6. My son will be 77. So I'll actually be 60% or 60% older than him, right? I'll only be 60. Now, I'm twice as old as him. 60%, twice, that's 140% difference. So 140%, let me see if that works out. 140 times 77 should equal to my age of 105. How about that? Hey, I know a little mathematics. So anyways, we get into the eye of the matter. We have the ocean, we have the sky, and we've got the two worlds, Earth. Where are we living? What is the actual, what's it called, of this picture? The 0 and the 00, I was showing you, 39 and 37, add them up. 30 and 30 is 60 and 16. 76, the spirit of 76, this entire wheel. But then again, there's a few other things that take place over here. See, 13 and 0 doesn't work. 1 and 27 is only 28. 00 and 10 is 10. 27 and 25 is 52, and that's Earth. The Earth, the red Earth of Sun. And then 10 and 29, it begins here. Then on the other side, we have 14 and 0, do not work, DNA in the sun. 28, cycle of the moon of the B world. 30, creation. 0 and 9 is your birth. 28 and 26, black sun. But then 9 and 30 is 39 and starts again. So we have 28, 29, 30. Okay, 30 creation, 44 area space, and 953 electric company. After that, we can begin counting the entire wheel. On this side, it's 28, cycle of the moon, red sun, cycle of the moon. Here comes the red moon. 13, 23, BC creation. 13, 14, 41 DNA, 51 through Mars. Now we complete that task. Is 25 not working either? Yeah, 52. So we now have 51. Is that what I got? 25, 35, 45, 55, 62, 63, 73, 76, 86, 96, 106, 113. Anyways, leave it at that. Enough counting. Move it this way, move it this way, move it this way, move it this way, have it this way, okay? This way versus this way. 6 and 6, 1 and 1. 2 ways to move the stick. H, I, and Z. They're stories. There are stories. Imagine, I don't sing good, you don't sing good, they don't sing good. No one here sings good. We bring 1,000 people, lousy singers, come together. And somebody says to you, I want you to repeat after me. And I repeat and you go, hey-oh. And everybody starts to go, hey-oh, all together. And all of a sudden we sound harmonic. Raphael, 7286, in the constellation of Pegasus. There's still a few left out things. In our connecting matrix world, in the URANTIA world, down one pipe into one world, connected to another world, where all vibrations and sounds can be read in one way or another with added color, shape, etc. Okay, just a little unhappy that I did not get to finish off that situation. Thank you for watching this video. Maybe I'll leave it at this. Just wanted to